So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K18, and in today's video we're going to be doing another what if today, seeing what if Anthony Davis was traded from the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, I do not think it would be smart at all for the New Orleans Pelicans to trade Anthony Davis. He's pretty much the best player in their franchise history. Obviously the top big man in the NBA in my opinion, probably most people's opinion, and pretty much a top 6-7 player in the NBA in general. But pretty much the reason why they would ever trade him is just because they can get a player that's a tad bit younger. He's like 20. Anthony Davis is like 24, I believe, right now, right? Okay, he was 24 at the start of this sim, I'm pretty sure. But just a guy that pretty much, I mean, Anthony Davis is on a good contract. It's not like they really need to trade him contract-wise, but they just really never been able to build around him. And I feel like if they trade him for somebody maybe on a rookie deal, they would be able to build around them a little bit better. And so there's a pretty good amount of bad contracts on this team along with Anthony Davis, so we're obviously going to have to clear up those. This is not going to be a realistic rebuild at all. The only kind of realistic trade I'm going to make is with Anthony Davis. I'm going to pretty much trade him somewhere he's been rumored, which you will see in a second. It's going to be the rumored trade that it's pretty much been the whole time. So Anthony Davis will be moved. So far for the rest of this team, I might go ahead and re-sign DeMarcus Cousins. That doesn't mean I'm not going to trade him. I actually might move on from him, maybe to get somebody younger, maybe like a nice younger center. I might trade him maybe for like Porzingis. Who knows? We're going to try out a few things in today's video, but as of for the rest of this team, pretty much nobody's safe. Anybody can be traded. But we are going to do this Anthony Davis trade right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty much get it set up after we do all this right here. So we need to go up to staff signing. And then I'm going to simulate up to the draft because I'm pretty sure the team we're trading with is going to have to go ahead and give us a pick this year, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll just actually do staff signing first. Alvin Gentry has horrible ratings. I'll try to bring in D'Antoni. It's been a little while since I've gotten him. I got Stauffer in the past couple videos. So let's go ahead and give him like $4.5 million a year, and hopefully he will accept that. Our assistant GM is horrible too. We'll try to bring in Owen Masters as assistant GM. I mean, typically when you have bad teams, you want to pretty much get the best coaching staff as possible, just because you got to give yourself the best chance to win. And with the bad coaching staff, that's pretty much never going to happen. So let's go ahead and get Trent Peterson now. Lewis Pollard is actually a pretty good head scout, but our trainer's not good enough. I'm just going to get Jimmy Lynch because he gives me 3 training camps. 3 untapped potentials pretty much for all my players, and we'll try to bring in Logan Mills as our CFO. So let's hopefully go ahead and get all of these guys. We get 4 of them after the first day. We pretty much just don't get the assistant coach, and we do get them now. So we're pretty much all set there with the staff. The staff is pretty much all set at this point. So we're going to go ahead and try to propose that trade, and I'll see you guys once I have the trade figured out. All right, so this is basically the rumored trade. I'll just explain a little bit more because I cannot actually make this trade right now. So it's going to be Anthony Davis to the Celtics for Jaylen Brown. It's going to be Marcus Smart once he signs the contract extension, which I cannot do right now just because he's obviously expired contract. We have to wait for him to sign the extension so I can trade for him. And then what the trade actually also is, it's going to be this trade with the Kings because if you do not know, if the Lakers pick in the 2018 draft falls 2-3-5, it goes to the Celtics. If not, it's any other pick. I believe it's the 76ers. And if not, the Celtics don't get that pick. They get the unprotected Kings pick next year. I don't know why it says swap best. There's no swapping at all, pretty much. So I'm just pretty much going to take whatever pick comes best out of this trade. I'm not going to be swapping anything. So whichever pick is better, either Philadelphia's or the Kings next year, I'm going to pretty much take that for myself, turn on trade override if I don't get that. So I will end up doing that, but I'm also going to throw this pick in the trade once we do have to make it. So I cannot make this trade right now, unfortunately. So I'm going to move on from a few bad contracts like Solomon Hill right now. Only 1-star trade value. 2 second-round picks is probably what I will end up taking unless somebody wants to give me a first, and the Houston Rockets do for Solomon Hill. Sometimes you just get lucky. Sometimes it is better to be lucky. Alexis Ajinka, I'm going to move on from now. I doubt anybody wants to give me a first-round pick for him, but I will definitely take 2 seconds. I know I saw 2 seconds. So let's go ahead and take 2 seconds from the Sacramento Kings, which is absolutely beautiful. And now I think I'm going to trade Drew Holiday as well. But other than that, oh, Etuan Moore has got to go. Etuan Moore cannot stay here. No thank you, $8 million. Goodbye. Jay Crowder wouldn't be a bad bench piece, but I don't really want him when I can get a first-round pick. So let's go ahead and take a first-round pick. It was either an unprotected pick from the Spurs or a lottery-protected pick from the Pacers. Let's just take the one from the Pacers. Might as well. So now, let's glance at offers for Drew Holiday. I know he just got paid last offseason. He might be worth it in real life. He's not worth it in the game because I can definitely improve at the point guard position. So now let's go ahead and glance at some offers. Mike Conley for a year wouldn't be terrible. Whiteside I just pretty much got in my last video, so I'm not going to get him. Blake Griffin would be interesting. I'm not really seeing anything great here. Like, nothing's really blowing me away. So, you know, I think we're going to take Mike Conley for you. I'd rather not give up a first-round pick. How much trade value does my pick have next year? Not much. Could I give you... Who's still under contract? It's Frank Jackson, right? Can I give you Frank Jackson instead? You're definitely not getting 2 firsts now. How about if I just load you up with a couple second-round picks? And they agree to that. So welcome to the team, Mike Connolly. He's going to be here for at least 1 year. I make no promises after 1 year, but he's going to be a pretty solid point guard for us for at least a year. So we're pretty much going to re-sign DeMarcus Cousins now, and I'm probably actually going to trade him at the start of next season. We do not have a first-round pick this year. So let's skip up to rookie signings. I don't even know why I did that. We don't even have a first-round pick. So let's go up to team player options, where, let's see, Mirotic, I'm going to bring him back. I'm probably going to trade him, no. Honestly, I'll bring all these guys back and then trade them. So I'm going to pretty much find trades for all these guys, pretty much Mirotic being the most important one. I'll see you guys when I figure out those trades. So we're going to go ahead and make this trade with the San Antonio Spurs, sending them Darius Miller and DeAndre Liggins for a first and second round pick. Pretty much the only reason I picked up those guys' options was to get some sort of value out of them, because I pretty much would just be letting them go for nothing if I did not. So let's trade Check Diallo now. Let's see if I can maybe squeeze out a first. I doubt it, so let's just take a second from the Knicks. Better than nothing. It's pretty much a free second round pick. And now Mirotic, it's kind of the big one. I'm hoping to get some value from him. I'm just really not trying to pay him $12 million, even though he might start at power forward for us next year, but might as well get rid of him right now. So if this ever wants to load. So he does have 2.5-star trade value. I actually might take Dario Saric. It's been a little while since I've gotten Saric. I could also take Larry Nance, but Saric is under contract longer. Actually, it's been even longer since I've gotten John Collins. I know you guys used to say I got him a lot, but I actually have not got him probably in a while now. I just got Kuzma in the last video, so I'm not going to get him. Let's pick up, let's pick up John Collins. It's been probably like 10 videos since I've got him, like 10 just rebuilds where I'm eligible to get him. So welcome to the team, John Collins. After I trade Anthony Davis, he's probably going to start at power forward for us next year. So let's go to free agency right now, where I pretty much just really need to re-sign DeMarcus Cousins, and then maybe we'll actually do the trade at the start of next season. So DeMarcus Cousins needs to come back to this team. I'm not going to give him a no-trade clause. It's going to really suck if he leaves right now. That would absolutely suck. I'm not going to give him a no-trade clause because then I would take it off, and that's borderline cheating, and I'm not really trying to do that right now. So this is pretty much the max it lets me give him. I'm still going to hold it down. That is the absolute max. Player option, we were his #1 offer, so it looks like we're going to get him, and we do. So I want to renounce the rights on Rondo, Emeka Okafor, Ian Clark, Walter Lemon Jr. I have absolutely no idea who this is, and Charles Cook, no idea who that is either. So DeMarcus Cousins, welcome back. I'm probably going to trade you at the start of next season or this season. He's pretty much our one big free agency signing, so I'm pretty much going to let the CPU sign a bunch of players for me now. Do I have any cap space? Not really. I have like $8 million. I'll honestly take Jeff Green as a bench piece. Wouldn't be terrible. Okay, he doesn't come here. He goes to the Rockets anyways. So anybody I could really get, like Ilyasova, I would take. I don't really want Zeller. I'll take Wayne Ellington. Not a bad shooting guard option. We don't get Ilyasova, it looks like. Actually, we do. So you know what? I'm fine with this for now. I'll see you guys at the start of season #1 when I finally have that trade for Anthony Davis. So this is going to be the trade with the Boston Celtics. Anthony Davis and Royce O'Neal has to be in there to make the money work out. For Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and the Kings' first-round pick this year. As I said, I'm going to take the best pick out of all of this because it's actually supposed to be unprotected. For some reason, 2K has it as swap, so they don't want to go ahead and do this. I'm actually going to put on trade override for this because this is actually the rumored trade in real life, and I'm not really trying to overpay. So let's go ahead, throw on trade override. It should be down here, I believe. Trade override on right now. This is not cheating. This is pretty much the proposed trade in real life. So if you get mad at me for it, please don't. It's probably like not Royce O'Neal. Who was it? Oh, it was Royce O'Neal. Who is this? Okay, I have no idea who this is. I really don't care. He's probably never going to play for me anyway. So let's see. I could have taken Tatum, who definitely is probably going to end up to be better than Jaylen Brown, but I decided on not doing that. So this is going to be the trade. I think it's definitely fair for both sides. I'm going to go ahead and turn trade override off. I'll do that right now. I'll show you guys the Celtics team too, which is probably going to win a championship now with Anthony Davis. Trade override is back off. And let's look at this rotation before I start simulating this season. I'm actually going to move Jaylen Brown back to small forward where he goes. He stays the same pretty much, but he is kind of a small forward too, but he's going to start here for this season anyways. And now I'm also probably going to trade DeMarcus Cousins, which I probably need to do after this. So I'll show you guys this Celtics squad, which is pretty much just absolutely insane. Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. This team is absolutely insane. So I'm going to figure out a trade for DeMarcus Cousins right now, and I'll be back once I have that trade. So I know this probably isn't the best value for DeMarcus Cousins, but it's going to be DeMarcus Cousins and Rodney Magruder for Bradley Beal and Marcin Gortat. It's been a little while since I've gotten Bradley Beal. If we want to look at the other trade offers, you can kind of make a case for some of them. Not really this one. Not really this one. Gordon Hayward and Al Horford is great value, but we also do have to give up Mike Conley. Don't really want to do guard, pretty much go this season without a good point guard. Whiteside, it's pretty much just downgrading for no reason. Kemba's a free agent after this year. It's going to suck. Rudy Gobert is downgrading. Gary Harrison, Millsap's, it's okay. Drummond and Griffin was definitely one I was thinking about because he pretty much gives us a front court for this whole video. Paul George and Steven Adams was something I was thinking about, but we do get Paul George quite frequently in these videos. Draymond, it's been a little while since I've got him, but I feel like whenever I get him, he's really never that good. Like, I mean, I know Draymond Green's not really like a stat stuffer in real life, but I kind of like to get players that are pretty good on statistically, and I also really don't want to send DeMarcus Cousins to the Warriors. Like, I'm just not trying to do that. So I settled on this trade. Bradley Beal, welcome to the team. DeMarcus Cousins is actually pretty much rumored to go to the Wizards. I don't know if any of you have really heard about that. I think it would be absolutely insane if that happened. Like, it would be mad scary if that happened because he's pretty much the center they need to, like, be the best team in the Eastern Conference. So that's just kind of scary all around in general. But so far for the rest of this team, I'm probably going to trade Wayne Ellington right now for probably some sort of... What position was it I need? I need a center or a small forward. So let's go ahead. Wayne Ellington. Either a center or a small forward, whichever one I see pretty much first. And then we're going to start simulating this season where I doubt we're going to be that good. We might still be a fringe playoff team, but I'm really just looking forward to the offseason so we can pretty much use that pick. Center. I'll take Bam Adebayo. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Bam Adebayo. Nice young center right there. I know I could have looked at more trades, but honestly not even worth it. So Bam Adebayo is actually going to start first. Marcus Smart's going to be our 6th man. Gortat's 7th man. Ilyasova is really not going to play. Neither is Trevor Booker. Allen can get 10. I'm fine with that. So 31 here. Jaylen Brown's going to get 33 as well. Collins is going to get 30. Adebayo can get 28. And we'll just give 34 here to Bradley Beal. So scoring option is going to be Beal and then Connolly, and then it's going to be Jaylen Brown. So you know what? I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2. This team is probably not going to be very good. We might be a French playoff team, but I'm really just looking forward to that pick so we can see it, and hopefully we can have a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. All right, so here at the end of season number 1, Russell Westbrook MVP. I puts up 29 points, 10.5 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 2.5 steals. Pretty much no blocks. I believe he still has Paul George, so it makes it even more impressive. Trae Young actually wins Rookie of the Year for the Orlando Magic, was the 6th overall pick. I've really never seen him win. It's pretty much either always Michael Porter Jr. or Marvin Bagley, or maybe occasionally DeAndre Ayton, but pretty cool to see Trae Young win it. Shabazz Napier, 6th man of the year for the Memphis Grizzlies. DeAndre Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved goes to Pat Connaughton. Okay. Never really seen that, so it's pretty cool. And John Smith went Coach of the Year as the Rockets do go 63-19. And they are first in the Western Conference. On the year, DeMarcus Cousins on the Wizards. Looking pretty good in the Wizards uniform, if I'm being honest. Let's see if we do have any Pelicans on these All-NBA teams. We do not. It doesn't look like Anthony Davis made it, which is kind of surprising. All defensive team, any Pelicans? Nope. Anthony Davis does make all defensive second team. Man, that would be so scary if he ever ended up on the Celtics, and we didn't really have any rookies. So, not too great of a season. We ended up making the playoffs with a record of 45-37. The Kings did not make the playoffs. Let's check out where they actually ended up, because that's pretty much going to be where we end up picking, and it's actually not that good, like, at all. Like, it's probably going to be, like, pick, like, 12 or something, which I know kind of sucks, but I'll probably end up trading up. So we led in scoring by Bradley Beal. Then it was Mike Conley. Jaylen Brown with a pretty good year. Actually, probably a pretty... Actually, he actually wasn't a candidate for most improved. Maybe if he went from, like, 6 points to, like, 15 points, then he'd be a candidate, but still a pretty good year for him. Then John Collins, Marcus Smart, who's probably getting traded. Bam Adebayo, Trevor Booker, and then Marcin Gortat. We led in rebounds by John Collins, Adebayo, and then Gortat. And assists was Connolly, Smart, and then Bradley Beal. So we are in the playoffs, as I mentioned. We were 7th in the Western Conference. We are taking on the Warriors in the first round, which I expect to get swept. Please just, yeah, we get swept. We're not a very good team, so I obviously expected that. Let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the playoffs. And then I will pretty much trade for whatever pick is better, either the 76ers or the Kings. And Paul, wait, what? Did they make a trade? I swear to God, when I was trading earlier and I threw up DeMarcus Cousins in the trade block, Paul George was on. Like, I could have sworn Paul George was still on the Thunder. Oh no, they did make a trade. It was Blake Griffin and a first-round pick for Paul George. It's actually pretty cool. You really never see blockbuster trades like this, like CPU to CPU. Like, normally I'll do it, but nothing ever like this. So that's actually pretty cool. Blake Griffin going back to where he played in college in Oklahoma, and Paul George going to Detroit. Pretty cool, as Paul George ends up winning Finals MVP for the Pistons. I think the Pistons definitely won that trade if all they had to give up pretty much was a first-round pick, and they got Paul George for Blake Griffin, because Paul George is definitely a much better player than Blake Griffin. So let's hit sim up to the NBA draft right now, where I'll see what pick we have. I might end up trading up depending where it is. We are sitting at the 9th overall pick. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. And we also have 12 from the Pacers and 20 and 29. Not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and make a trade, and I'll see you guys once I have that trade figured out. So we are making this trade with the Brooklyn Nets, setting them Marcus Smart and an unprotected first-round pick for D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell is going to stay at point guard, and we are going to trade Mike Conley. So D'Angelo Russell and Bradley Beal are going to be our very, very young and very, very good backcourt. It's been a little while since I got D'Angelo Russell too, so I'm definitely fine with that. So now it's pretty much a trade for Mike Conley and the rest of my picks so I can move up. I'll see you guys once I figure out that trade. So I kind of said screw it, and you know what, while we're at it, let's blow the rest of our cap. Mike Conley heading over to Houston for Clint Capella in a first-round pick. I'm trying to get guys I really don't get too much, so like pretty much all three of these guys, like Bradley Beal, I don't really ever get because mostly I can't ever get him. Clint Capella, it's been a while since I've got him, and D'Angelo Russell, it's also been a while since I've got him. So this team pretty much has no cap space, so we're pretty much not signing anybody in this free agency class, but we still do have some draft picks, which I am definitely happy with. So let's try to go up ahead and move up 9. I want to keep 12 where it is, and 29. Could we move up to like pick like 4 or 5? I'll try 4 first just to see if it works. Actually, we'll try 3 first. They don't want to do this. Do I have any players that I could give you? No, I pretty much have 3 players. So how about if I give you 2 second-round picks too? And 1 more second-round pick. They agree to that. We have the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft, which I will definitely take. Prospect scouting-wise, if we could get like Zion Williamson, that'd be great. We don't really need any of these guards. Pretty much position-wise, we need like nothing really. It's pretty much just like John Collins is fine, so we pretty much just need a power forward. So if we could somehow snag Zion Williamson, that would be great. And I'll see you guys at rookie signings with who I drafted 3rd and 12th overall. So here are rookie signings. Zion Williamson went number 1 overall. I sat there at 3. I threw up my 9th overall pick, some other pick, and another first-round pick. We ended up trading for Zion Williamson. And then I stole the 12th pick, and when I simulated up to that, there was not one real prospect left. There's really nobody worth taking. So I ended up moving that pick for 2 future first-round picks because we were kind of low on future first-round picks anyways. We ended up getting the guy I wanted in Zion Williamson, who's probably going to start at power forward for us. And this team's like really good right now. Like, I'm really a big fan of this team. Zion's going to be absolutely great for us, which I'm very happy. What number is he wearing? 40. Okay, I'm pretty sure he wears 40 in real life. I'm not positive about that. So team player options, this is so nice. We are going to have literally negative cap space. Like, it's just not going to be existent, but I'm fine with that because our team's pretty much all set. LeBron made it, of course, the one time LeBron makes it. Kyrie made it. Do I trade D'Angelo Russell for Kyrie Irving? What's the cap? How much am I off? I'm off by $28 million. How much is D'Lo making? He's making $27 million. And then I could maybe trade Bam Adebayo for Kyrie Irving. Does he have an offer yet? He has one offer from the Celtics, which he's probably going to take. That's kind of a risk. I don't really want to bring in Jokic again. It's kind of really a risk I'm not really willing to take. I don't really ever get Kyrie, though. You know what? No risk, no reward. Worst comes to worst, I trade all of this, and I end up signing Jokic. So, let's move D'Angelo Russell. No guts, no glory. So, let's hopefully move him for pretty much somebody on the rookie deal. Colin Sexton's not a bad option. Michael Porter Jr. is a good option, too. Who's our small forward right now? It's Jaylen Brown. Let's take Michael Porter Jr. That's a great trade. And then let's go ahead and move Gorgie Jang. That needs to happen immediately. First round pick from the 76ers. That's perfect. How far off are we on Kyrie Irving? We're off by like 6.7 million. So I'm going to probably move Adebayo. And I can't move Porter, obviously. I might have to move Adebayo and Collins because I kind of want to keep Brown. So I want a first-round pick pretty much. That's it. Come on. Give me a first-round pick. Are you serious? No team will give me a first-round pick. Can you keep Will Flores? And can I keep this? All right, fine. Just take my second. Are you... Bro, I'm not giving you a first-round pick. Fine. Give me Will Flores. Whoever the hell it was. Where is this trade? Am I like... Okay, give me Will Flores. I don't know why. Like, I don't want this guy. Please take him off. Are you actually kidding me? If I can't get rid of this guy right now... Will Flores, 76ers, second-round pick. Of course you don't have cap space. What team has cap space? Milwaukee doesn't. Who? Atlanta, do you have cap space? Please. Literally second-round pick. Oh, my God. I don't have one second-round pick to give you. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Proposed trade. We're going to go Flores, and we're going to have to give up John Collins, which is unfortunate. So actually, can we do this both just with Trade Finder? Get rid of these 2. Pretty much clear up enough space for Kyrie Irving. If we don't get Kyrie Irving, we're going to throw Jokic a max offer and then trade Jokic. Please, first round picks. That's all I'm asking for. Literally, I've never wanted just a normal first round pick more. I can get Mo Bamba too. Like, Jesus, like this is all so nice, but damn, we're going to have to propose a trade. So what team has cap space? I honestly forget how you do this. Like, where's like team state or whatever the hell it is? I forget how to check this. Team intel. Yes, this is how you do it. We have cap space. The Suns have cap space. So let's try to get a first round pick for these guys. John Collins, Will Flores. Let's head over to the Suns. First round pick next year. We're probably not going to get this. Actually, this pick actually could end up being good. So could I give you this first round pick for this? I'll honestly give you one more. I'll give you this top 10 protected pick. And they agree to that. So we actually get a pretty valuable pick for next year, which I will definitely take because that pick could be good. And here we go. Moment of truth. Do we have enough money for Kyrie Irving? We definitely should. And we're off by 600,000. Are you kidding me, bro? Oh. This is just killer, man. This is killer. I don't want to trade Jaylen Brown. I really don't. You know, but if we pick up Colin Sexton, I'd be fine because that would leave us enough money for Kyrie. So, not Marcus Morris. So let's pick up Colin Sexton. Can you keep Tristan Thompson? Of course you can't. Colin Sexton and Tristan Thompson, welcome to the team. I'm obviously going to have to trade Tristan Thompson right now. So Thompson, please give me a first. Somebody can give me a first round pick for him, right? Jaren Jackson Jr. Literally, come on. Okay, fine. Give me Jaren Jackson Jr. Do we have enough money? I don't think we might not. Let's just double check. Kyrie Irving, we have enough money for him. I still don't think like that's enough money. So if I trade Jaren Jackson Jr. right now, like I'm trying to like clear as much cap space as possible to trade for him. Somebody can give me a first round pick for him. Keep Tony Bradley. Bro, you got to be kidding me with this. You've actually got to be kidding me. All right, let's head back over to the Suns. Literally, you can have just give me like a second round pick for him. Suns. Can I get 2 seconds for him? They agree. Kyrie Irving. This is happening. I know I just took so much time doing this. I'm going to give him the absolute max offer. I'm just selling it. This is the absolute max offer. Player option. No trade clause. No. God damn it. All right, we're going to bring in Jokic. Oh, that sucks. That's fucking killer. That really does suck. I'll also throw an offer. Honestly, here's what I'll do. Just in case, they're most likely going to match it, but it doesn't hurt to give an offer to Karl Anthony Towns. Might leave me to a decision, but we get both these guys. I'm pretty sure that I'm like 95% positive they're going to match Karl Anthony Towns. So let's just bring in Jokic. Yeah, they matched it anyways. Welcome to the team, Nikola Jokic. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Kyrie Irving, but we're going to trade Jokic pretty much for like a really, really good point guard right now. Just because unless I can get can I get D'Angelo Russell back actually for Clint Capella? Actually, no, I get Clint Capella never, and I got Jokic quite a bit actually. So what point guard I can get D'Angelo Russell right back, which I'm probably just going to do. So this was pretty much just a giant waste of time. Probably just going to cut all this out and just really never show you it. So welcome back to the team, D'Angelo Russell. We pretty much just handed Nikola Jokic to the Suns. So the team's pretty much the same. We actually ended up picking Michael Porter Jr. in the prod. Yeah. What am I trying to say? I don't even know what I'm trying to say. There's clearly a word I'm trying to say, but I can't figure it out. So we pretty much just swapped Michael Porter Jr. for Jaylen Brown, which is I'm kind of fine with. So this team's not looking too bad right now. Do we have any cap space? I honestly doubt it. Yeah, we have pretty much no cap space. So I'm just let the CPU sign a bunch of players. Actually, if I could pick up Rudy Gay as like a 6-man, that would be like really low key, like really nice. If I give him $8 million a year, will he take this? We get him. Rudy Gay, welcome to the team. I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2 when I have this rotation figured out. So we're going to go ahead and make this trade with the Sacramento Kings, sending them Glenn Robinson III and a second-round pick for Scalabissiere. We do not need a backup small forward because we do have Rudy Gay, and Scalabissiere is going to be a very, very good backup. Actually, they think we're starting Scalabissiere over Zion. What are you smoking? That is not happening. So we're going to go 16 here. Rudy Gay is going to get like 20 or 18. Sexton can get 23. Let's go ahead and down here. Nick Stauskas it's pretty much one of these guys who's going to play. And I'm actually giving no Gary a minute. So Joe Harris is not going to play at all. Stauskas can get 10, though Gary can get like 10 as well. Actually, we'll go 8 here and we'll go 9 here. Labissiere is going to get 17. Rudy Gay can 18. Sexton's 22. I'm fine with that. 32 here. We're going to go 32 here. Actually, we'll go 33 for everybody for now. Zion needs to get like a lot. He can get 33 as well. And we'll go one more to Bradley Beal, because why not? So this rotation, pretty much all set for season number 2. D'Angelo Russell, Bradley Beal, Michael Porter Jr., Zion Williamson, and Clint Capella off the bench. Colin Sexton, Rudy Gay, Labissiere, Nick Stauskas, and Lucas Nogueira. I actually forgot in the process of that whole like kind of terrible last offseason because we kind of failed at getting Kyrie Irving that we also picked up Colin Sexton along with Michael Porter Jr. So it's actually a pretty good offseason. We pretty much picked up 2 absolute stud guys that we pretty much never would have had a chance at if we didn't really go through all that. So I'm actually more than fine with how last offseason went. I know I said it was a fail, but D'Angelo Russell's still a pretty good point guard. So scoring options, I'm not really going to have any preferences just because there's so many good scorers on this rotation. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2. This team definitely should be able to be a top 5 seed in the Western Conference. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2. So here at the end of season number 2, Russell Westbrook once again MVP. Zion Williamson, Rookie of the Year. This is why we traded for him. He puts up 14.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1 steal, and 1.5 blocks. We can go further into team stats after this, but he is an absolute monster. Jordan Bell, 6th Man of the Year for the Warriors. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, Daniel Tice, Most Improved on the Clippers, and Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year as the Warriors do go 57 and 25. They were first in the West. We were unfortunately not first in the West. Nikola Jokic. I know I'm going to get some hate in the comment section for trading him, but I just got him in my last video, so back-to-back videos might be a little bit excessive, but it's fine. We were 3rd in the West. I thought would be maybe a little bit higher, but it was a very tight race. I'm not sure how the... Yeah, Jesus Christ. I guess... Why? Okay, first of all, why would you ever start Jeff Teague over Trayvon Duval? But I guess Timberwolves just had a really good year with Butler, Wiggins, and Towns. Player stats in the year led in scoring by Bradley Beal. Then it was D'Angelo Russell, Michael Porter Jr., Zion Williamson, Clint Capella, Colin Sexton, Rudy Gay, Labissiere. We scored a lot of points, I think. Like, a lot of points. Yeah, we were 4th in the league in scoring, and defensively we were decent. Like, we were like 8th, I think that is, and our differential was 2nd best in the NBA, of course, behind the Warriors probably. So, first round of the playoffs, we are taking on the 6th-seeded Portland Trailblazers. I feel like we should beat them relatively easily. Like, we're still a pretty good team, as we do end up beating them in 5. We're taking on the Timberwolves, who are a good team. They're not that good, though. Like, I feel like we're definitely still maybe a little bit better, but, of course, I say that. Okay, 3-2. We can try Simcast maybe a little bit. If it's a close game, I'd be more than happy to hop in and maybe try to clutch it out for the team. Okay, this is actually a really tight game. Are they going to come back? There's 19 seconds left. Please tell me we have the ball. I'm going to hop in the game right now. We're going to try to clutch it out and win this one. So I'm going to give you the rundown on what just happened because I probably cut all that out because it was absolutely horrible. I ended up hitting a shot with roughly it was like 10 seconds left to go. They had like 10 seconds to shoot. I played horrible on-ball defense. They got the ball back. We were up 2. They ended up scoring to send it to overtime. I ended up simulating overtime. We ended up going into double overtime, and we ended up losing in double overtime. I simulated it with Simcast. Look at this final score. Like, are you kidding me? We ended up losing. Like, not much I can do about it. It was just tough. I can't play in game. I'm just honestly not good enough. Looks like the Timberwolves blew a 3-1 lead as Ben Simmons goes on to be your Finals MVP, and the Sixers beat the Warriors in 5. So we're going on to another season. We're going to do one more year. I just want to make sure we're all set. Staff signing. Yep, we're good. So let's head up to the draft where we might have a first-round pick. Oh, we have that Suns pick, I'm pretty sure. Did that end up being anything good? Yeah, it ended up being pretty good. It's not too bad. Let's see right now. What could this get me? Devin Booker, and yeah, it's not even anything. I might just take somebody with it, unless I can, like, what's Bradley Beal in the first pick? That couldn't get me anything, really. Okay, so what could I just get for the first overall pick? I'm not going to take any future first, because that's obviously useless. Cameron Reddish isn't bad. He might progress more than, like, pretty much a rookie. So, who would I even want to take with this first overall pick? Like, James Wiseman? Vladimir Raj? LaMelo Ball? He's a 72 overall. So, you know, let's actually trade the first overall pick for somebody drafted in last year's draft. What position can we use a backup? We could use a backup like big man, but I don't think we're going to get one of those. So let's just take Cameron Reddish in the first-round pick. He's going to be a good backup shooting guard for us, pretty much keeping the youth moving on this team. Our other backup shooting guard was Nick Stauskas, so Cameron Reddish is going to fill that void perfectly. It's pretty much just getting another young guy, so I'm fine with it. So team player options right now, let's check out who we have. Porter Jr. and Sexton is awesome. And I do not believe we really have anybody in free agency. Yeah, Scalabrine, Onaku's not going to get the qualifying offer. So I'd like to bring back Labissiere. If he's really our only free agent, I'm honestly fine with it. This free agency class is always just so gross. So let's go ahead and $22 million. Might be a little bit of a stretch. But you know what? I'll bring him back. It's fine. He's going to be a good backup power forward for us. And it is last year anyways. So Labissiere, welcome back to the team. So let's just check out what position we need right now. Point guard, we're good with these two. Shooting guard, we're definitely fine. Small forward, we're good with these two. Power forward, we're good. So we need a backup center, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Do we have a mid-level exception? We do have $9 million, actually. Anybody here I can get from like $9 million? Mitchell Robinson's here? Damn, why don't I have that much money? Deontay Davis. Do I want Deontay Davis or do I want Willie Reed? I think I'm going to take Willie Reed. He is older, but he's also a higher overall. So let's go ahead and give him $6 million a year, make sure he comes here. And we should be all set. Let's hopefully get him. We do. I'll see you guys at the start of season number 3 when I have the rotation. So here's the rotation for the third and final season. D'Angelo Russell, Bradley Beal, Michael Porter Jr., Zion Williamson, and Clint Capella. Off the bench, Colin Sexton, Cameron Reddish, Scalabrine, Willie Reed, and Rudy Gay. This team is very, very good at this point. I definitely think this team is way better than a lot of my other teams I've ever rebuilt. I definitely think they have the capability to win a championship. I will see you guys at the end of season number 3, where I will definitely be very disappointed if this team does not win us a championship. So here at the end of season number 3, Steph Curry takes home the MVP award. He puts up 28.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 2 steals. Paul Sims, Rookie of the Year. He's a 66 overall. What? Jordan Bell wins 6th Man of the Year. Kawhi Leonard, once again, Defensive Player of the Year. Georgios Papagiannis is Most Improved. And Mike D'Antoni wins Coach of the Year. We do go 6-3-19. We're actually not first in the conference still. The Warriors were. They're absolutely insane. I don't really know if they made any additions to their team or they're pretty much the same. We'll actually check it out over here in a second. So, yeah, we were tied with them. I guess they have the tiebreaker on us. Nope. Really nobody. They just kind of boosted their bench a little bit. They have Bruce Brown, Royce O'Neal. Okay, whatever. Player stats in the year, we led in scoring by Bradley Beal. Then it was Michael Porter Jr., D'Angelo Russell, Zion Williamson, Colin Sexton, Clint Capella, Cameron Reddish, Scalabrine. This team was very, very good. We led in reboundings by Capella, then Williamson, then Porter, and assist was Russell, Beal, and then Sexton. So we are in the first round of the playoffs. We were taking on the Utah Jazz. I'm really worried about nobody besides the Warriors, and I really don't think I should be. Like, maybe the Thunder right now because they are kind of good. But honestly, we're so much better than like every other team. I mean, our depth is just absolutely insane. And we were on to the Western Conference Finals, where, of course, we were taking on the Warriors. Here we go. We win game 1. Win game 2. Are we... Come on. We beat them in 5, and we have to take on the 8-seeded Atlanta Hawks in the NBA Finals. Who do they even have? Like, who does this team have that thinks they're better than us? They have Luka Doncic, Terrence Schroeder. They have Gary Trent Jr. So they pretty much... Are they starting both these guys, actually? Standings. I have to go all the way down to 8 seed. No, he comes off the bench. So this, I mean, this team is good. There's no way they should even be close with us in any of these games. Like, we should sweep them so quickly. I'll hop into this last game, get some gameplay with this team. Unless we're getting blown out or something and we're not going to win it. Or maybe I can clutch up and win us a championship. Yeah, we're up by, what is that? That's 12 points. 12 points. I'm not good at math. So I'll see you guys in the game. We'll get some gameplay with this team. I'll show you guys the championship celebration, and I'll be back with the finals MVP. All right, so we're here in the game. We're up by 12. 2 minutes left to go. I want to make sure we do have a good rotation, and I do want Beal to come back in for Sexton. I'll keep in Reddish and just see how he plays. Williamson can be on the bench. That is fine. So we're going to do this next dead ball. We are on Hall of Fame. We are good there. And now let's just try to get the ball on. Get it into Russell. Russell shoot. Can I get a pick for Sexton? Pretty much all I know how to do is just run pick and roll. I'm literally a horrible in-game player. Like, I can't play. I'm just, like, absolutely terrible. Not a terrible rebuilder, but just a terrible in-game player in general. It's going to be Schroeder against Russell. I'm pretty sure this game's already over. I'm still confused how the Hawks even make it to the championship, especially, like, when the CPU is rebuilding them. Like, maybe if I was doing it. Are you fucking kidding me? This is just Hall of Fame for you, just straight up. They're still going to, like, have pretty much full court pressure, but we've pretty much already beaten them. I threw that up for Capella, and Michael Porter Jr. came out of nowhere. And Jesus Christ, I was sick. Okay. Can we not get crossed up out of our minds here? I mean, you were just getting murdered in the paint. Is that Nikola Mirotic? Yeah, it is. We traded him. Just like, Jesus, Michael Porter Jr. You want to go for it in round 2? Nah, he misses that one. Okay. That was too good to be true. Gary Trent Jr.'s in now. Colin Sexton going to play him one-on-one. I don't... Really? He guys thinks he's Dwayne Wade. Literally. Okay, they're kind of pretty much going to play the foul game after this, I would guess. Gary Trent Jr. is 15-1. Nothing too impressive. Is that Bradley Beal checking in? Who was that? I think it was. I don't really know. This team was definitely very... Do they have Bol? How is... Whatever. That's annoying. Why is Bol not start for them? Like, their starting center was like Dwayne Devin. That really makes just literally no sense to me, but this game also makes no sense to me, so it's fine. I'll actually play user defense on Schroeder. He's not going to cross me up twice. I lied. Can we please not... Just get it to Capella. No, I was throwing it to Capella. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's good defense. Are you... No, I'm not blowing this. This is a 6-point game. Jesus, now they're not going to even pressure. All right, I pretty much have to waste all of the shot clock right now. Can I get... Let's go here, and we're going to go Beal isolation. Give him the ball, and get out of my way, D'Angelo Russell. That's not helping. All right, you're clearly don't understand what an isolation is. Let's go, Porter. Back him down. And just turn and fire. That's a hook shot, and it... Wow. Did not think that was going to go in. I'm definitely impressed that it did, but Michael Porter Jr. coming up clutch, throws down the most insane alley-oop I've ever seen, and then hits a clutch shot to pretty much seal the NBA Finals for us. So I definitely think we're going to win this game. D'Angelo Russell is 11-1-10, so he has a double-double, but pretty much in the weirdest way possible. It's very Draymond Green of him. I kind of want to get some shots up with Cameron Reddish. I really never get to use him. I'm also still impressed that... Oh, I forgot to put this up. Capella has 10, 14, and 0. Very, very impressive. Is that Gordon? No, it's Deshaun Musa. I thought that was Gordon Hayward at first, and I was like, did I just like totally flat out miss him? But it wasn't him. Dennis Schroeder's going to try to be clutch right now. Gary Trent Jr. is going to try to hit a 3, and of course he hits it in my face. Okay, come on. Let's not do anything stupid. Okay, let's just wait it out. Wait it out. Capella, that's a terrible pass. Kick it back out. Okay. Can I get a pick, please? What am I doing? Okay, you're going to... Oh, okay. They did the smart thing. They ended up fouling Clint Capella. It's actually pretty smart, but the game's pretty much already over, so that's not going in. Yeah. Neither of these are probably going to go win, but the game is pretty much already in hand. Like, it's already over, so it doesn't really matter to me. Capella just hit the rim. And of course, he has to hit one. Please don't take a timeout. They do take a timeout. I'm going to sim to the end, and I'll see you guys with the Finals MVP. All right, so moment of truth. Finals MVP is D'Angelo Russell. He puts up 16 points, 3.5 rebounds, 9.5 assists, pretty much 2 steals, and half a block. 90 overall, 25 years old, winning Finals MVP. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this kind of what if Anthony Davis was traded. I know it kind of just turned into a full-on Pelicans rebuild, but I had a really good time with this video. I thought we made a pretty good team. I thought we pretty much made the best team as possible, considering we traded the 2 best players, pretty much the only really 2 good players on the New Orleans Pelicans. So I really like this team. Let me know any other kind of what if ideas down below in the comment section. I'm really having a good time with this. This is the second one I did. I just made it. Came out yesterday with what if LeBron ended up leaving Cleveland Cavaliers. So I had a really good time with that video as well. Leave some ideas down below in the comment section. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like down below. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.